do me any harm though.
So wet over the last 2 days.
Oh yeah, because it was since rain Thursday.
That's what I said. I said this last week.
Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Western Road Ground. Late April Saturday afternoon, and we have some cricket. I know many of you have been into the live feed recently. Me and Wooly P welcome you to the Saturday afternoon. Hailsham first team versus Seaford, pre-season friendly. We have some sun. Didn't get out for a pitch report this morning due to family commitments, gymnastics in Hastings. But it is quite green. We have had some rain over the last 48 hours, but we have cricket, and there's not much cricket around the county. So this is good. Seaford have brought over a strong side. Just spoken with one of their stalwarts, Adam Neller. Hailsham currently 32 for 2. Seaford bowlers settled into their stride, as considering its early season, and basically on a bit of a green top there. As long as they are using the facilities, as we saw when the Hailsham batsman Will Royal was bowled, as was Ollie McDonald, the opener. So Hailsham have been watchful, and this is what these friendlies are all about. Dan Payton, new signing, opened the batting. He's currently 15. And Billy Hobden just been out to replace Royal. 0 not out at the moment. So the game today is 35 overs, win or lose. And we've got a lot of Hailsham legends around today. Trevor Scott just had a little knock in the facility with young Monty. Pano's just skulked over, heard the bar was open. Yes, and we have some news of some new signings. Hobden there, nicely clipped off his pads for one. So these two bowlers have remained on. Goddard, who has played for Seaford for many a year. And we have Hersey, who's come down the hill here. Bowling well. Sneaked a single there. Not sure Hersey would be that happy with that. Guy asleep at mid-wicket. The Hailsham legends keep coming. Pano's here for the new season, looking sprightly. Just finished his winter training. Nice fall there for Hobden. Joined the club this pre-season from Hurstman Zoo. And now he's taken to the air, but he's just beaten the fielder, Nella, at mid-off. The ball is plugged. We have all kinds of issues in the outfield. But yeah, if it's going to go for four today, it has to be very well hit. The outfield is slow. There'll be a lot of balls plugging. Hobden thinks he's still enough now. If the ball's up there, it's going to go. Leg side. Did it flick something? It has flicked. Hobden walked. Umpire McDonald, the finger went up, strangled down leg side. And that is the end of Hailsham's number 4. Sorry. It is Payton who departs, the opener. 16 off 25. That would be frustrating. It was up there. His first knock for the club. Reasonable start. Dan looks a bit frustrated there, strangled down the leg side. And he is replaced by one of the all-time Hailsham top run scorers, Matthew Dorber. Comes out at number 5. And Hailsham in a little bit of trouble. 39 for 3. So the wicket was taken there in the last ball of the 10th over. Here's his spell so far, 1 for 28 off 5. And Goddard is replaced by Goddard. These guys are Seaford Cricket Club stalwarts. Coming up the hill with Hobden facing, who's at a run of ball 6 off 6 at the moment. And again, the ball is up there. First ball comfortably caught at cover. Hobden thought he had seen enough. Not sure it's the pitch and the conditions today. Ball looked to be plugging. And Jamie Goddard takes a wicket with his first ball. So a couple of balls ago, we thought Hailsham were building, and a few more shots were coming. However, Seaford have now taken 2 in 2. They're on a team hat-trick. And this brings back another return to Hailsham. The Hallett brothers. This is young Sully Hallett, who has been playing in Eastbourne. Rejoined the club this year. And Seaford are on a team hat-trick as Goddard approaches. Floats it onto the pads, and Sully sees it away to square leg. So 39 for 4 with 25 overs left. Time for consolidation. There are a few hitters in the shed. But as just was shown, Sully has done nothing wrong there, and Goddard pitched middle, hit the top of off. It's an early season wicket. You think you get the ball in the right area with the seam. And dear Sully has gone forward to cover up. And that is a magic delivery. And Hailsham now 39 for 5. 3 wickets in the last 4 balls. So Sully trudges off with a duck, but he didn't do a lot wrong there. Saw the first one away. And the second ball he faced was an early ball, magic delivery, early season. And three of the 5. Sully. Especially on that track.
They both do it.
So the Goddard boys are on the money this morning, or this afternoon, on a green track. 3 of the Hailsham wickets have been similar. There's no express pace out there, but if you get the ball in the right place with the seam, early season conditions, Goddard, the umpire says, just calm down. He can't wait. He's got amazing figures so far of 2 for none, of 4 balls now. Feel a bit sorry for Sully there. He did a little wrong. I'd like to have a bit of an early season knock. Goddard approaches again. It's a bit shorter this time, but it's left alone by Hailsham's new batsman, which is Tom Hicks. Lovely to see Hicksy back out there. Seen him on Strava a few times this winter, heading out for the odd jog. Great gloveman, Tom Hicks. Batting at 6 today for Hailsham. Slightly wider one even wider and has been given wide by the ump. And Hailsham make 40. Some lovely confectionery today provided by Daisy Evie Bowles. She's done very well keeping us hydrated and the calories up. So it's a lovely field down the club today. There's been some work going on over the winter. Most notably, the training facility on our right from the pavilion, if you're in the pavilion, which is a state-of-the-art AstroTurf facility, all caged in. It's brilliant. It's allowed much pre-season training for all teams, Colts, Roses, and the Saturday teams, which we have 5 of this year. That's going to be brilliant for the club. Again, we've added a 5th team. And also we have extended the outside area of the pavilion out to the left-hand side of the pavilion if you walk out from it. More picnic tables, more space in the sun from the Sunshine Coast. Change of bowling from the pavilion end. Mark Sapwell starts short. It goes out to the sweeper field for 1. No chance of that kind of ball going for a boundary today. I can see Seaford trying to keep that ball up as much as possible, keep the moisture off. So there is still some Hailsham power batting to come with skipper Anthony, Tom McDonald. But we just like these 2 now to consolidate. They know the conditions in Hicks and Dorber. Played hundreds of Hailsham games between them. Dorber always comfortable on the front foot. Pushes out to the cover. Sweeper again for 1. Hailsham move on to 43 for 5. Unfortunately, the commentary box is in the shade. Again, a lovely hooping delivery from Sapwell there. He's been looking for that shape. You could see it go through the air. So even though out in the middle there, you can see umpire McDonald, the hardy umpire McDonald wearing shorts. I did think he had 2 white threads hanging from his shorts, but they are actually his legs. It's bearable out there, but in the shade here, bitterly cold. So there's plenty of cricket going on up and down the country today. County Championships. Kent lead Middlesex by 57 runs in the second innings. 5 wickets remaining. There's an appeal. And the only thing that umpire McDonald does is turn and signal wide. Not sure whether the bat hit the ground there or something, but the bowler was pretty sure. He'll have to re-bowl that one. Sapwell in again. That's the shape he's looking for. You can see the ball arcing. Bit of a round arm approach. But for early season, these bowlers have hit their straps. They've hit the right areas. Taken 5 wickets, 3 of them bowled. Lovely to see second team skipper, club stalwart Louis Williams down today. Pitch is looking great. All things considered, a lot of water. Preparation's gone well this last few months, Louis? He's happy. He's happy. It's his happy place out there. And the team at Roebuck as well. Both pitches looking good. Just need a bit of sun. We're going to get a bit of sun now, I think. Next few days. Is it first league game next week? So it's the start of the league games next week. And it's Lewis's team, the seconds, are home to Willingdon. Here at the home of Hailsham Cricket. The first team are away. We'll have details of that later on. Hoping to get a word with skipper AA. He's got his pads on at the moment. Yeah, so back to the county champs. Looks like Surrey are the team to beat again this year in Division 1. Warwickshire were 150 all out. Surrey replied with 281. But Warwickshire in a bit of trouble. 30 for 4. They need to get in front of Surrey there. We shall see. Now let's have a look at Sussex. 455 declared against Gloucester with Pujara, Captain Pujara, legend, scoring 151. And nice to see other local youngsters chipping in. And Sussex declared. It doesn't happen very often. However, it might be a bit of a road. In response, Gloucester 27 for no lost. Looking like a draw, but you never know. It's gone through there. Early call from Hicks. Keeping this run rate ticking over. Don't know if anyone's been watching the IPL. This seems a million miles away from the IPL. But it certainly is a good watch. Well match game today. Kolkata Knight Riders 179 for 7. Gujarat in reply 19 for no loss. I'm officially not talking about the football. However, we wish Brighton good luck this afternoon. Little nick there, I think. Let's wait to see. It still doesn't go for 4. But they run 3. They run 2. Runs given. I thought I heard a little nick there. My eyes aren't too sharp, but my ears are all right. Hicks facing. And again, similar to the other balls, Hicks won't be happy with there. The bowler got him toppling forward. It's that nagging length that both Goddards are bowling. And it's done the business for them at the moment. Because these are brilliant figures for Jamie Goddard. 2 for 5 off 1.5. Pitched up that time. Pushes. Goddard finishes his second over. As I said, great figures to start the season for him. Hailsham moved to 47 for 5. So a 35 over game. In these conditions, you'd think 150 was competitive. Early season. So there are plenty of overs left for Hailsham. 13 have gone, 22 to go. Hicks and Dorber using the time at the crease, getting their eye in for the season. short and kept low. Dorber glances at the pitch, but again, I think it's just early season stodginess. Daisy's back with more confectionery. Pringles this time. So I think the commentary box this year, we've come back, and both Will and I been working very hard all over the winter period. I can see Will has shed a couple of stone, looks as fit as a flea. Might take the field, but we enjoy doing this. Play a miss from Hicks. And Sapwell has just continued where the Goddards left off. No fireworks at the moment. I'm going to go and put the kettle on. See you in 5.
And that brings up the 50 for Hailsham, coming in 13.4 overs. It's been a bit of a slog, 50 for 5. $14 overs down. Hailsham 51 for 5.
The large cups of tea have been made for Willie P and Benny B. Oh dear. And as soon as I sit down, that is the most rashest of rashest deliveries on this pitch. I'm not sure it was there for the swivel hook. I'm not sure it was that short for that. And we know it's been keeping low. Hicks departs, whereas the other Hailsham batsmen who have been bowled, they have been decent balls. And they've done nothing wrong. Hicksy was swinging like a rusty gate in the wind. And I'm not sure it's the ball or the pitch to be doing that. Nold, bowled, neck and crop for 7. Quite un-Hicksy-like. McDonald strides out to the crease. Hailsham's number 8 batsman today. He's capable. Bit of a moment there for Hicksy. Quite un-Hicksy-like. A rush of blood to the head for Hailsham's gloveman. But out comes Tom McDonald. An opportunity now with just under 20 overs left. He joins Dorber. And this signifies the sort of conditions today. Dorber is free-flowing, loves to score a runner ball. He's scoring at 50%. Hailsham are 55 off 15 with a run rate of 3.5. It's a different kind of day today. McDonald's first ball. Confident on the front foot. Pushes it to mid-on. Mid-off. No run taken. A lovely leave there from McDonald. So Hailsham first team are away at Port Slade next week as the league gets underway. The twos are here. Weather looks good all week. Satwell continues. It's been a successful over. Short and wide. Now, in a month's time, that would race away for 4 on Hailsham's ground is known for a very quick outfield. The grass is always cut very well. But today that is just worth 2. But it keeps things ticking over. 57 for 6 off 16. Seaford on top. Dorber rocks back onto the back foot there. But again, it's just worth one. Great return from the deep. Well backed up. One taken. Hailsham moved to 58 for 6. So some incoming players for Hailsham this year. Possible first team, second team. Both Hallett boys. Billy Hobden from Hurstman Zeus to strengthen. Hailsham do have an overseas. Nice tickle down there. One taken on the leg side. We do have an overseas colleague joining us from India. So we'll have some news of him soon. More Hailsham legends arriving. Huey, the Welsh wizard, Thomas. Probably just off the golf course.
Stop talking about tea, Suzanne.
Looking as dapper as ever. Goddard now, great figures, 2 for 10 off 3.5, just completing his 4th over. Dorber pushes for 1, keeps the strike. I think Dorber will be key here if Hailsham get up to anything competitive. When Hailsham were 3 down earlier, I talked about 150, trying to get us to 150. Might adjust that to 130 now. We shall see. It is buzzing down here this afternoon. We have just had a team, well, a constant stream really, of team players for the Roses, the Colts, the 2s, 3s and 4s. Games were cancelled today, so those players are down using facility. It's magnificent. The bar's open. You get bored of listening to us, get down to the boundary bar. Open all afternoon. Rocks onto the back foot. Again, he would normally be 4. Single taken. It went through the fielder at extra cover, but the sweeper got round. Tom McDonald on strike. Well, this is helpful. The ball hooped there. It beat the keeper. Has it gone to the boundary? Wide's given, but it did not make the boundary still. So again, I don't think the pitch is going to dry out and the outfield is going to dry out that much. I suppose for a friendly you want everyone to have a game, all overs to be bowled. But you want it to be competitive as well. Top fielding there, round from square leg, but single taken. Just building a partnership here, these two. Hailsham moved to 65 for 6.
He's trying that so hard to carry it down.
Again, another magic delivery. And Dorber just laughs, really. 1 or 2? 2 remaining. I think Dorber will quite hope it was only 1 remaining. Sapwell well into his rhythm now, 1 for 15. Into his 4th over. Wider, shorter. They're testing the fielder, put the pressure on, went early. Slight fumble. Extra cover. Single taken. Hoping to grab a word with first team captain Andrew Anthony later on at the break. A few more runs happening now. Maybe not off the bat. Buys now. Early season for the wicketkeeper as well, I suppose. So at the end of the 18 overs, it's an organised drinks break. Hailsham 67 for 6. First quarter of the game done. Seaford happy. Off they come. Players take a little break. Be back soon.
Hello, darling. You right? Never had a problem with Pete. Just got him out. Yeah. Really nice. Okay. Go left when you're bowling, right when you're batting.
Come and get your jumper and come back and join us.
Well, I've got to go and get Dad's tablet from home, so I need the car keys.
Yeah, you know where it is.
So, short break taken. Comfort break. It's not that warm that we need drinks. So the second half of Hailsham innings. Let's hope we bat out the overs. 67 for 6. 18 overs gone. 17 to go. Change of bowling. Seaford's fifth bowler today. Will Lucas. Coming on from the Tommy Walder end. First look at spin this season. Looks like an orthodox off spinner. Have a little look here. Yeah, good. Yes, and that did turn a little bit onto the hip. Nicely guided away from McDonald. Now, Dorber. Dorber has been known over the years to plonk the old off-spinner into the conker trees or the playground. There is a fielder halfway back at mid-off and the full way back at mid-on. Dorber in watchful mood. 3 balls to go this over. Let's see if he keeps his head. In comes Lucas. Shorter. Dorber rocks on the back foot. Takes the single. Probably safe at the moment. Plenty of time later on to accelerate the run rate when needed. And speaking of Hailsham legends, as the spinner comes on from the bottom end, he only bowled about 4 million overs from down there. It is Hugh, the Welsh wizard Thomas. Spin, spin, sugar. No, it's a bye. Yeah. No doubt we'll hear from the Welsh wizard later on, especially after he's had a couple of pints. Wide given. Another run to the Hailsham total. That is the best shot of the day, but it's only gone for 2 again. Plugged. Now, someone else has just started to talk to me about football, and as I mentioned earlier, we are not talking about football today. But I'm just going to let Crozza know I'm not watching the football tomorrow, and I'm turning my phone off. Okay? 2 weeks ago at White Hart Lane, I was up there. It was disgusting. Had a good drink. Slightly better second half. One of my favourite Liverpool players, Chicken Tikka Mo Salah, he will get 3 tomorrow. Back in and over. So spin from the top end with young right. Dorber did play an extravagant slog sweep. A bit like Hicks, I mean. And he's perished. Dorber's first knock of the season. 10 runs off 25 balls. It's tough out there. And in the end, the strangle was on. Dorber's eyes lit up. Young right takes his first wicket this season. And Dorber perishes, off he comes. But he is replaced by Andrew Anthony, first team captain. And I'm pleased to report, in fine fettle. There always seems to be action when Anthony is around. We're not sure of what kind of action. But I can see that the viewing figures have doubled. We now have 4 people on the feed. And that might be because Andrew Anthony has strolled out to the crease in confident manner. This could be a lot of runs, or we might see him soon. Right approaches. Jabbed in at the pads. Nice to see the blonde highlights here from right. Dear Shane Warne, who we love and miss. Maybe young right here as he sweeps the fringe away. And a perfect forward defensive there from Andrew Anthony. We haven't seen many of those over the years. And Hailsham have completed 20 overs. They've limped to 72 for 7. We know there are some hitters to come still, but we're running out of wickets, really. Young Diesel is back. He won't die wondering. And here at the pavilion, we've just been joined again by Pano. Just had a little injury update on Pano. Ever dependable Hailsham batsman who we needed this year. However, whilst having treatment for his Achilles, his hernia went. But I suppose when you are 94 years of age, the body can't always hold up to a full season's cricket. We hope to see him donning the whites, Pano, maybe by June or July. Hang on. Start the pedalo. We've had a boundary. That's a 4. Punched through. Tom McDonald. Wide mid-off. It has to be well hit today for a 4 in this outfield. It is boggy. But that went for 4. However, young Lucas has bowled well. Back on the spot. So pretty orthodox field here. 1 in, 1 out. Nice loud call. 1 taken. Now, Andrew Anthony. Will Andrew take the approach of getting his eye in for 5 overs? I have the feeling if it's in his arc, it'll be out the park. I went out and had a look at the pitch in the square in the break, and it is looking in fine fettle. As predicted, there is always action. Young Lucas floated one up outside off stump. Not sure AA will be leaving those. 2 balls left of the over. Shorter. Very quickly onto the back foot. 2 taken. Pluggy plug in the outfield. As I mentioned earlier, whenever AA is involved, there's action. Speaking of action, nice to see Director of Cricket Rob Wilkinson here. Had a lovely new haircut. Kept a little bit of the mop on top, but very sharp taper. The shorts are out for Wilkinson, but that's not new. They're out in November. Can't find a pair of trousers to fit him. It's a nice little battle here going on. Seven off the over. Now. This is why we come down and pay our membership at Hailsham Cricket Club. There are no fielders in the sky. The first 6 of the season. Willie P's a little bit, it's not worth 12, it's just worth 6. But that was gun barrel straight, middled, and I like this approach here. Didn't go after the wide one then from young right. Tom McDonald, settle in, my man. There can be a 50 here for you. And this is good for McDonald after the no risk 6. It was up there to go. He has played very sensibly. There was a 50 out here for young Tom today. I'm saying that now. Again, very well played. Young right. Don the Shane Warne highlights. Last ball of the over. Will he toss one up? Yes, he gave it a bit of air, but McDonald has not been lured into it. Hailsham just about going about their business fine now. We're building a little partnership of... 14 or 14. So the partnership now is 14 or 14 balls. It doesn't sound a lot, but the spinner's operating from both ends. It's a time of consolidation with 13 overs to go. 150 may still be on. The 2 spinners now from Seaford are giving the ball every opportunity, and Lucas and Wright. Bowling in tandem. It's been a good battle. Anthony on strike. Always active at the crease. Looking to score. Again, a pretty standard field. They have got 4 scouts out straight. Dragged across to the leg side. They'll take 1. And this brings Tom McDonald to on strike. 17 off 19 for Tom. Now there was an early call of yes. There was hesitation Anthony would have made the ground easily, but did not run his bat in. That is an absolute calamity. There was definitely a single there. There was yes, no. The fielder fumbled the ball. It was a one easy, but he didn't run his bat in. Set off really quickly, would have made the run, did not slide his bat in. Umpire McDonald, quite rightly, raises the finger from square leg. And Hailsham, after a nice little partnership, fall for 87 for 8. And Andrew Anthony is beside himself. So that was really disappointing. But this does bring Diesel Hallett, older brother of Sully Hallett, who we saw earlier briefly, to the crease for an early season knock. But this is Hailsham's number 10 batsman in now. Diesel can hold a bat. Likes to score quickly. But Hailsham in grave danger now of not seeing out their 35 overs. Okay, so Wright continues. Tidy figures of 1 for 7 off 2. I do like his Shane Warne hairstyle. He's orthodox off spinner. Give it plenty of air there. Tom's batted really sensibly so far. The over-pitched ball he dispatched for a beautiful 6. First 6 of the season here. But then not taking any real risks. Manoeuvred the ball nicely there. Deep long on, which brings Diesel on strike. So the first few Hailsham wickets, when the seamers were on, certainly there were some magic balls bowled. This time of the year in April, it will do a bit. The pitch looks great, but there has been some moisture around. But the last few wickets have been avoidable. And there have been some experienced players who have given their wickets away in Hicks and Dorber. And in the most crazy fashion, Captain Anthony. But it is only a friendly. Let's get these issues out of the way now. The opportunity now for McDonald and Hallett and Saunders, who will be bringing up the lower order for Hailsham. Down leg side, a half appeal. Umpire McDonald walks away. I spoke to Paul McDonald earlier on in the week. He's in fine fettle. Looking forward to being involved here. Mako hang up his boots. 25 years too late, probably, in my opinion. It's great to have him around. Great banter. He'd have an argument in an empty room. We won't hold that against him. Very knowledgeable. Fully involved here at the club. So can Hailsham see out these overs? It's looking unlikely. 11 overs to go. Rob? Another nice shot from Tom. Airily. Very good luck to the Hailsham Roses on Bank Holiday Monday. They won the Sussex Slam last year, and they now take on the Surrey champions on Monday. I can see many of the Roses down in the nets now practicing. It's a great facility. A lovely shot from Diesel. Inside out. Again, we think it's gone for 4. Pluggy plug plug. It's just 1. But a lovely shot. And I think Hailsham should remember this later on in the field. The seamers have caused problems, and Hailsham have got their seam attack for the first team here today in Anthony and Tom McDonald. Diesel as well. And even if Hailsham get to 100, 120, if Seaford are 20 for 4, with these boys ripping through the top order, anything can happen. But certainly remember this in the field as well. Chase everything down. There's not been many boundary 4s today at all, and only 1 boundary 6. Obviously, the whole point of the friendlies is we want all of our bowlers to have some overs. 5 bowlers can bowl 7 overs today. So let's have Hailsham. Okay. Diesel has just holed out to short mid-wicket. Held at the second attempt. The ball was up there. I think he tried to go aerial. But he's just picked the man out. There were 2 in there. Disappointing for Diesel after playing a nice few shots off the front foot. The clip off the legs has been his downfall. The whip, the connection was good. I think he could have gone more aerial there, and he perishes for 1. And Hailsham now a 91 for 9. After being inserted by Seaford. On the front foot here from Saunders, Hailsham's number 11. He's got some beautiful trainers on there. I think I ran the London Marathon in those a few years ago. Anyhow, end of the over. A successful over for Lucas. He's probably deserved a wicket. And he's got one now. 1 for 15 off 4. Wright will continue from the top end. I thought the spinners might release some of the pressure from the seamers. But they have just continued the good work. Now, we're not here to talk about football today. However, Tottenham aren't playing, so we might have a little bit of it. The first game in the Premier League has finished this morning. Crystal Palace 4, West Ham 3. Goals, goals, goals. A hell of a game there at Crystal Palace. Brighton, our local team, have had a brilliant season so far. Disappointing at Wembley on Sunday. Never really got going in my in my opinion. Local Hailsham man, Solly March, had a great game. Unfortunately, he was the one to miss the penalty, but we will not hold that against him. We know that Solly is strong psychologically, and it was lovely to hear in midweek the brilliant applause that he got when Brighton played in midweek. So the Brighton line-up today: Lee Steele in goal, Veltman, Dunk, Webster, Estepinipan. Billy Gilmore gets the start in midfield with Christian Gross, Solly March, Undav, Enciso and Welbeck up front. This will test the Brighton squad now at the end of the season, as they are going for 5th place. Strong bench for Brighton today. McAllister, Mitoma, Caicedo. So De Zerbi is rotating the squad. Anyway, back to the cricket now. Charlie Saunders strike. Left-handed. Shane Warne lookalike bowling right. Charlie's had a go. And that is brilliantly taken. Low down. He approached the ball. Charlie didn't quite get to the pitch of it. And that concludes the Hailsham innings. A paltry 92 all out. The only batsman to look anywhere near comfortable today was McDonald, who finishes on 21 not out off 28, showing his frustration there. And Tom batted really well there. Seaford clapped in. 93, the target for victory. They look confident. They look very smart in the blue hats. Adam Neller gives a little wink there. No problem. Great sportsman, Adam. Known him for many years. Terrific footballer and a tidy cricketer. He'll be playing for Seaford first team this year. So I know we should never judge until both teams have had a hit. But at half-time here, I think one of the most frustrating things for Hailsham is they've only batted out 25 overs instead of the 35. Hailsham are 92 all out. We'll be back in about 15 minutes' time for Seaford's response.
So we're going to sit on the bench? Yeah. In the shade.
I had no idea, mate. That is mental, that is. Oh dear.
You go behind.
the threes and fours.
Yeah.
And I'm just creaming it. And I don't want that.
They're giving like practice. You go to games and you're like,
Nothing. We're not having sweets. Brilliant. Who was Liam with then?
Ah, this is our play! And get the slow ones on. See if you want to set over from Scotland.
when you went with Humpers 8-0 on average, mentality shot. That's one. Thierry, Alexander, Isaac,
Played like on break. It says from the outside the booth, trying every
shot. Joe Willock. Two over.
He did say on the phone.
It's the fact that like there's no other player in the Premier League that can do that. Sorry, there are so many players that can do that. Erling Haaland. I've seen Lewis Dunk do it. Haaland against us, he was. Do you know what? He won't get credit for how well he was as a creator in that game.
Tough under that amount of pressure in the first goal.
Yeah. I look the whole way through the game. Plenty of shots could not score. With the hair off. If you were like head and shoulders effect, could you do it? Do exactly that. Self-play. That is it. Also my favourite. Rashford's best enemy. And they're pretty much even as well. Yeah, they are. They're really
No, that's fast.
But the thing is,
I genuinely think next season
yeah, agreed. It's outrageous. Oh yeah. No one's Liverpool basically checked out the season about 8 weeks ago. Everyone's like, Jesus Christ. Nothing available.
Yeah, it's got to be bought.
You know he's a footballer. You look onto him, you go, crazy.
Step over the rope. Through the rope, over the rope, round the rope. Ooh! On the rope. On the rope.
Never knew that. Admittedly, he was one of the only people saying Arsenal win the league. And that, watching the Arsenal fans absolutely lose it for it, though.
Yeah, but this is especially.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
It depends where you bowl it.
just scary, Oscar. Where did they go?
gone, huh?
You alright?
How you doing?
Lovely little delivery there, I saw.
Yeah, look tough.
So, welcome back to the Hailsham innings. Sorry, the Seaford innings. They started positively. Andrew Anthony taking the new ball for Hailsham. This is his preferred end. So the field set in the power play is 2 slips. Silly mid-off, cover point. In comes Anthony. Well bowled. Different kind of opening bowler than the Seaford. Goddard boys who nip the ball about well, have done for years. Anthony's more a hit the pitch man. See how he goes today. I think if Hailsham have any chance in this game, they've got to take some early wickets. Anthony into his business again. And the Seaford opener, Hall, nicely in behind. So Lucas and Hall opening up for Seaford today. Experienced batting lineup.
Because he pays his so much and he pays his while he's at work. Yeah, he does. He pays obviously to it. So we basically said, let's both start a league one day. Yeah, we do.
News in from the Amex. Brighton 3, Wolves 0, with 25 minutes gone. A very much changed team today from De Zerbi. He rested some of the internationals. The youth are in. Also Dennis Undav, who I'm not convinced is a footballer. However, he did open the scoring today. It done it for me when Undav missed 3 chances in 3 seconds earlier this season. But he scored today. So Brighton have bounced back today after the disappointment of Wembley and losing at Forest. So from the Tommy Walder end, the returning Diesel Hallett. Wicket-keeper stands 10 paces back. Let's see how Diesel comes back. A decent start from Andrew Anthony. Seaford 1 for no loss off the first over. Again, for Hailsham to have any chance today, they've got to rip into this Seaford top order. Diesel's first ball of the season. In the right areas. Play to point.
Love this from you, boy. See you up there, Shab. Come on. Go on then, Dee.
Good news for the club here. Chairman Chatfield has just agreed to a heated lamp stroke light for Willie P and Benny B in the commentary box. Will is like Arna out of Frozen at the moment. It's bitterly cold. But Diesel Hallett is warming us up. He's been on the spot. Seaford 2 for no loss, a steady start. Their opening batsman here. We'll try and have some time at the crease. Slightly shorter, worked off the hip. Ollie McDonald at the square leg, no run. A tidy start from Diesel. First bowl of the season, he lumbers back down. Nice to see the Halletts back at the club. Big Kev was back here earlier. Played basketball with Kev 25 years ago. Didn't mess with him, nor did anyone else from the other teams. Oh, an absolute corker. The one that came back up the hill, squared the batsman up. No nick, taken by Hicks. End of the second over, 2 for no loss.
like one in their 50s. They've literally got like 5 overseas players. So this kiddie who's on for us, like,
So a tidy start. Will's just berating himself for not taking a comfort break during tea. Unfortunately, my technological skills do not extend to working the plethora of screens and buttons we have here at the Western Road ground. So young Diesel Hallett into his second over. 1 for no wicket. Again, just like last over, a magic ball is bowled. And I think this is where Deezer's matured. I remember him as a colt. He may have had a little rear up or a stare there, but he knows now. Turns, lumbers back to his mark. Turns, goes again. Again, back in. Goes down to the fine leg. Nice return
Why is it right
from
there?
AA.
Why is that?
Not too much happening. Both teams will be happy with this. Seaford will want their openers to face a few deliveries before their league campaign starts next week. They're a league above Hailsham. They're hopeful this year. Again, beats the outside edge. It was played at by opener Hall, who remains 1 off 12. You can go like the clock. And that's the end of the 4th over. Seaford have progressed to 6 for no loss. Steady start as the players switch.
Now we can.
Start the 5th over. Crisply hit to mid-on from Lucas. Well fielded. AA back to his mark. Tidy start. 3 runs off 2 overs. That's squared the batsman up nicely. They take a single. Another goal at the Amex. It is 4-0 to Brighton in 40 minutes. Danny Welbeck has added to the scoring. Brighton 4, Wolves 0. There's another 3 o'clock kickoff at Brentford, and it is Brentford 0, Nottingham Forest 0. Back to the cricket. I think both Hailsham openers will be pleased with their start. Often can be lots of wides and no balls at the start of a season, but both Hallett and Anthony have settled into their work well.
Yeah, especially with Andrew Anthony, that the leg side wide is his favourite early season delivery.
Yeah.
But he's been on the mark today.
Yeah, he's on the money. He's on the money. 2.4 overs, 0 for 4. But again, I don't think both sides, being a friendly, won't be upset with this start. You want a competitive game. You want everyone to get time on the pitch. That's a lovely shot. Clipped off Midland leg, and they run the single. Slightly over pitched from Anthony. Not sure how much pre-season training Anthony's done. Overall fitness-wise. But we have the double teapot on at the moment. And maybe the odd puffing. And he's into his 3rd over. But he's been on the mark. 6 of his opening 3 overs. And Seaford, first team, move on to 9 for no wicket, chasing 93 for victory. And we're joined by another Hailsham legend, Danny Hunt, the tallest of all Hunts, and some would say the most better looking, certainly the best drinker. Tallest wicket-keeper in the club's history. What a man, Danny Hunt. Hailsham legend. It looked like 4 all the way. But Andrew Anthony went round like a gazelle from deep fine leg. It was downhill. It was downhill, and he did hit 3.4 miles an hour at one stage on Strava. I did. He saved runs there, AA. That was great stuff. Flew down from fine leg. Yeah, lovely to be joined by Danny Hunt, the tallest of all wicket keepers in the early 2000s. Oh dear, that's wayward. We've just been talking about how tight the start had been from the Hailsham opening bowlers. And even the flamboyant Hicks, diving to his left like a young Peter Shilton, could not stop that. Andrew Anthony didn't fancy the sprint round from fine leg there. 4 wides. And that is the shot, possibly, that matches Tom McDonald's shot in the first innings. That is young Will Lucas depositing Diesel, and Diesel's figures now have been obliterated this over after a tidy start 2 overs. Slightly overpitched, and he has dispatched that for 6 into the conker tree. Lovely shot. New balls, please. Yeah, just slightly over, just watching the replay there. Just slightly over pitch. He's moved across really nicely. Lucas moves to 14. Not out.
Diesel Hallett.
Huh?
Diesel Hallett. Is that Diesel? Okay, yeah.
Come on, mate.
She has a favourite, and she is not a grown-up.
So it's been an interesting few deliveries. I've just been catching up with Adam Neller, Seaford legend. And Seaford are hopeful this year. So Captain Lucas, who's on 17 not out, he's also the spinner from earlier on. He's first team captain this year. Travelling back from Exeter University every week to play for Seaford. A fine cricketer, attacking batsman, combative spinner. Seaford don't have an overseas this year, and their recent overseas, the Aussie, has performed really well for them. Steady runs. He's a decent off spinner as well. So I think they're going to miss him. They will rely on their mainstay players to be fit. A decently run club. Maybe not the depth of how many teams Hailsham have got, but still a decent side down at the Salts. So the last few overs for Hailsham, bowlers have been a little bit wayward. A few more wides. Change of bowling coming up.
Yeah, change of bowling. Charlie Saunders coming on from the Tommy Walder end.
take stuff like that, and that sometimes.
I like Patrick's screen.
stand in the sun.
Actually, I can't stand there, can I? It's going to be in the fucking worst position.
Another legend, local legend cricketer, chief coach now of some of the youths, Jim Wise, down, just sampling some of the lagers. Sorry, I've been taken away from the commentaries box for a few minutes, just signing a few autographs. But while I was there, saw a great catch. It was an expansive shot from Lucas, the captain. And it was well taken from Sully Hallett over his shoulder, the first wicket for Hailsham. Anthony still continues. He's pitched it short there. Decent figures until then. He's only gone for 12 runs, Anthony. Now 16. Needs to keep that ball well pitched up. He's certainly blowing out a few cobwebs, his AA. Ready for next week. And we have seen spin introduced from the other end with Charlie Saunders taking his first wicket for the club. So Sapwell has come to the crease with Captain Lucas departing. Taking his time to see himself in, 2 off 10. But we didn't think the Hailsham total of 92 would pose too many problems to Seaford. And they have moved on to 43 for 1 off 13. So Saunders continues. I had a chat with Charlie. Played Colts cricket with Charlie many, many moons ago, maybe 30 years ago. Charlie's been over at Glynde. Made his way back now to the town where he lives, the mighty Sham. Right arm off spinner. Into his work. And he picked up the wicket. So tidy figures so far, 2.1 overs. No maidens, 1 for 3. Charlie into his third over. Slightly on leg side, field set well. And Hailsham will be slightly disappointed in the slip fielding, with 2 chances going down in the slips. You know, tough chances, but directly at Ollie McDonald. And he's pretty good in that position. Well bowled from Charlie there, batsman dragging along. Well fielded, but single taken. I don't know, Ollie himself will be disappointed. He's got double mitts to both chances, but shelled them. And news from the Amex. The Wolves fans are making a move. It is 5-0 to Brighton. Been receiving some texts from my friend Darren Moore, also a Seaford legend, and played for Hailsham for a few years. Good opening batsman, Darren. He's over at Brighton. He's our reporter over there at the moment. And he's enlightened me that Wolves are almost as bad as Spurs. But yes, 5-0 with half an hour to go. We may not have seen the end of the scoring at the Amex. Welbeck scores his second of the afternoon, apparently playing in a bit of a deeper role. We will have a little check-in now at the cricket going on around the country. And not just this country. Early season. One-day internationals, New Zealand versus Pakistan. New Zealand batted first and amassed a tidy 336 for 5. Daryl Mitchell 129. Latham 98. Pakistan in response 35. Going well. 7 runs and over, 35 off 5. With Baba Azam yet to come in. I predict a good season for Baba. County champs. Well, Surrey will remain top of the county champs. They bowled Warwickshire all out for 141 in their second innings. They only require 10. They'll enjoy that victory out in Warwickshire, perhaps out in Birmingham tonight. And similar situation at Lords. Middlesex require another 25 runs to beat Kent. Now, Sussex. We thought it was a bit of a road when Sussex declared earlier today at 455 for 5. But Gloucester have had a mini collapse. They are 105 for 4. This is day 3. Good weather predicted now for today and tomorrow. So Sussex in with a chance of an unlikely victory here. Gloucestershire trail Sussex by 350 with 6 wickets left. Could be a follow-on in force, maybe later on today or tomorrow morning. Could be interesting. I can see a wicket there for ex-Hailsham player Henry Crocombe, who has 1 wicket for 14 off 5. Okay, back to the cricket here. See more Roses players here, just finished their net in the facility. Looking fit and strong, ready for Monday. A change of bowling for Hailsham. Captain and opener Andrew Anthony from the pavilion end has finished his spell. And we have seen Ollie McDonald introduced to the attack. And just like when Seaford started with spinners, it's been tight from these two, Saunders and McDonald. Ollie bowling his leg is, oh dear. Possibly a no ball. That was a full bunger. The batsman baseball slugged it. 1 bounce out to mid-wicket. The batsman swapped, but it is a free hit. Umpire Paul McDonald says to his son Ollie McDonald, it is a free hit. The field can change. They've sent Charlie Saunders out to deep mid-off. It's really well bowled. Plenty of zip on that one. Batsman tried to get underneath it, no connection. 48 for 1, Seaford. Will and I are still absolutely freezing here, bringing you this commentary. We've requested some heating. It's yet to happen. Chairman Chatfield is just drinking Kronenberg and is ignoring us. We need to be out in the sun. The Hailsham crowd are there. We are in the shade and freezing our hands off. Hailsham in need of a few wickets here. It's gone a bit flat.
Don't stop there.
So Saunders into his work here, and it's been quite impressive. Straight through the gate there. I don't know how it's missed pad, wicket. A nice arc on the ball. But Seaford going along nicely. 49 for 1. And Brighton have scored a 6th. 6-0 Brighton. The goalkeeper has had a howler. It is another goal for Dennis Undav. I decided not to go to the Amex today. I thought it'd be 0-0. So Brighton have got 3 goal scorers today. They each have 2 goals. Undav 2, Pascal Gross 2, Danny Welbeck 2. Unbelievable, Jeff. Any followers of the IPL? Sunrisers Hyderabad, currently 168 for 6. In the 18th.
Yeah.
Undav scores Brighton's 6th goal. He has also scored in the 6th minute and 66th.
Away to Brentford. Away to Brentford. What a place to go and get a win. When they've won one game.
That brings the 50 up for Seaford. 51 for 1. Someone needs to get down Wick to get the patio.
Patio heater ordered for 2 weeks' time. So Ollie into his work still. It's been a very watchful innings from Hall. 11 off 52. They've nicked 2 there. Wides. It's just got the air of an early season. The first 5 overs from Hailsham were tight. No extras. Oh dear, another full bunger. But I think he's missed everything. He's missed the stumps, missed the keeper. 1 by, I believe. No signal from umpire McDougall. So maybe he's got an edge on it. Oh no, he's remembered. Well done, Mako. Oh, it's a leg by. Dear Paul. Yeah, he struggled to get his leg over. Oh, a chance? I think it's an edge. The disappointment from Ollie McDonald. I think it's an edge. .11 off the over so far, 2 balls to come. It's petering out into a... Yes, we think that umpire McDonald may have his mind elsewhere. 13 off the over. Many extras. Disappointed, McDonald. Don't know whether Captain Anthony will give him a blow now. With only 32 required from 31 required from Seaford. Might give chance to another bowler. You've only seen 4 bowlers today for Hailsham. So it's a bit lacklustre now. Hailsham needed to post 150 today. That was my mark when I first got here, even with a couple of wickets gone. I think the opening bowlers bowled well for Seaford, put it in the spot. But the last 4 or 5 wickets for Hailsham were thrown away, gifted to the spinners. When it looked like Hailsham were getting to a partnership of 16, 18, 20, a mistake was made. But everyone's managed to have a run out. And I know that many places around the county, the pitches are waterlogged and groundsmen have not wanted their pitches to be used or squares to be used and sliced up. So at least we have had some cricket today in the sun. The bar takings are up. Hailsham legend Lee Wigglesworth has made it down here today. Back from the warmer climates in the winter. Ollie continues. Maybe it just will be the 4 bowlers today. Give them a run out. Ollie's figures are 2 maidens, no wickets. 2 overs, no maidens, none for 15. Into his work now. We've seen the odd full toss bowled and over at the moment. You can't afford to do that when it gets to league cricket, because batsmen will just wait, nurdle the ones, and then hit the bad ball. Again, as I just said, there is a full toss bowled every single over at the moment. It is the first friendly of the season. Bowling leg spin is not easy. Well bowled. Fizz on the ball there. There's still lots of encouragement around the field, but it has got a bit of a flat feel to it now. And they need 26 to win. So unfortunately, and Ollie, I feel for Ollie here. Head in hands. It was another full toss, but this time so high. It is a no ball and a free hit. Free hit now. Cannot be out. Apart from run out off this delivery. Well bowled again on a free hit. Batsman will push for 2. Decide to stay on 1. Well fielded in from the deep. Anthony. I think Ollie will be spending some time in the nets this week with the coaches. The tidy finish of the over. I think Ollie will be glad to see the end of that over with the extras. Seaford going along nicely at 70 for 1.
Watch out for the rope again, that was all pass.
They don't know where they...
So 4 runs there. Just 2 to win now for Seaford. Writing's on the wall. They'll be looking to finish it off this over. Definitely trying to. It's not been a great outing for Hailsham today. They should be happy to have got some cricket in, but so last ball of this over, Ollie McDonald. Oh, wondering how he hasn't taken a wicket with that. Oh, he has. Oh, has taken a wicket? No, hasn't taken a wicket. I thought batsman was tucking the bat under his arm. Seaford 91 for 1, 21 overs gone. Hoping they just knock these 2 runs required off fairly quickly so I can get out in the sun. It's bloody cold. So a little consolation wicket. This Hall is stumped.
What, crisps? So, wicket maiden to finish up for Saunders. Start consolation, but nice all the same.
Sapwell. Ooh.
Yes, Sappy, good boy. One Sappy.
And that is that. Seaford win. Chase down Hailsham's modest total in 22.3 overs. It's all done. Pre-season over. League cricket next week. Hailsham will be looking for a better performance.
That's important in this field of the year shit.
Comfortable victory for Seaford, win by 8 wickets. Hailsham will rue the missed chances early on. A couple of slip catches went down. Tom Hicks got lost under one. But hopefully it's blown a few cobwebs away for Hailsham. As the players shake hands, it's time for a few well-deserved beers.